Hey guys, what is going on? This is Wrestlelamia back with another episode. CM Punk is all elite and ready for his first match in AEW. However, that's just the tip of the iceberg as AEW presents its All Out pay-per-view and fans wonder whether any other former WWE wrestlers will make their AEW debut. Join us now as Wrestlelamia recaps AEW All Out and looks at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. The Buy-In Pre-Show. 10-man tag match Best Friends, Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, and Wheeler Yuta, and Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, with Marco Stunt, versus the Hardy Family Office, Matt Hardy, ISIAH Kassidy, MARQ QUEN, Jack Evans, and Angelico. A good opening with lots of high-flying spots and double-team moves you'd expect from these teams. Jungle Boy lands the jungle snare on Angelico for the pinfall win. Winners, Best Friends, and Jurassic Express. Main show. TNT Championship match, MIRO defends against Kofi Kingston. Eddie targets Miro's neck, but that proves easier said than done as Miro uses his strength to punish Kingston while using his resiliency to shrug off Kingston's attacks. However, Kingston's resiliency is impressive as well as he endures Miro's assault, targeting Miro's neck with suplexes and backdrops. Miro kicks out and Kingston goes to whip him into the exposed turnbuckle, but the referee stands in the way, and Kingston pauses, allowing Miro to hit a mule kick straight into the nads on Kingston. Miro delivers a roundhouse kick followed by a super kick. Kingston is dead. 1, 2, 3, and Miro retains. Your winner and still champion, Miro. Jon Moxley versus Satoshi Kojima. It's an all-out brawl as both men seem just as intent on seeing how much punishment they can take as they are in dishing it out with chops, clotheslines, and more. More brawling and Kojima walks into a paradigm shift. However, Moxley isn't finished and hits a second one for the insurance policy before covering Satoshi for the win. Your winner, Jon Moxley. The fans go wild as Japanese legend Minoru Suzuki comes out to the ring and confronts Moxley. The two trade blows until Suzuki locks in a rear naked choke and, with Moxley already weakened, hits the Gotch-style piledriver. AEW Women's Championship match, Dr. Britt Baker with Rebel and Jamie Hayter defends against KRIS Statlander with Orange Cassidy. Statlander makes a key error when she misses a pendulum moonsault outside the ring. Dr. Baker jumps off the ring steps with a curb stomp. Statlander gets back in and continues the fight, scoring a near fall. However, Statlander has been weakened, and Dr. Baker is able to hit the Pittsburgh Sunrise, followed by another curb stomp. Somehow, the AEW alien kicks out. However, Statlander is too weak to resist the lockjaw and taps. Your winner and still champion, Dr. Britt Baker. AEW World Tag Team Championship match, the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson defend against the Lucha Brothers, Rey Fenix and Penta El Zero Miedo. Good luck trying to keep up with this match as both teams go non-stop, hitting high spots and sick bumps with just the right number of near falls to keep the fans guessing who will emerge victorious. Things look bad when Brandon Cutler throws a bag into the ring and it contains a sneaker with thumbtacks on the sole. Matt puts on the sneaker and goes to work, busting open Phoenix and Penta even more. However, the Lucha Brothers won't quit and find a way back, using the sneaker to get some payback on the Bucks before a wild finish as Rey goes to hit a move off the top of the cage. Nick Jackson follows Phoenix up, but the Lucha Brother knocks him off the cage. Rey hits a high cross body block off the top of the cage. The Lucha Brothers deliver an assisted piledriver on Matt, covering him for the victory. Your winners and new tag team champions, the Lucha Brothers. AEW 21 Women Casino Battle Royal. Winner gets AEW Women's Championship match against Britt Baker. The final four are Ty Conti, Thunder Rosa, Ruby Soho, and Nyla Rose. Rose eliminates Conti, but Thunder helps the former AEW Women's Champion out of the ring. Ruby and Rosa's battle takes them onto the danger zone of the mat apron, with both competitors exchanging blows until Ruby knocks Rosa off the mat apron. Your winner, Ruby Soho. The final match, Chris Jericho versus MJF. If Jericho loses, he will never wrestle in AEW again. A Jericho-esque countdown airs as the fans count down, but it's a ruse by MJF as Jericho's last match is displayed on the Contron. Cover for the 1, 2, 3, but Chris gets his boot on the bottom rope. However, referee Aubrey misses it, that is, until a second referee tells her what happened. The match is restarted and Jericho goes for a roll-up only for MJF to counter it into the Salt of the Earth submission. Jericho counters into a pin and then applies the walls of Jericho. MJF struggles to reach the ropes, but Jericho drags him to the middle, forcing Friedman to tap out. Your winner, Chris Jericho. After the match, the rest of the Inner Circle enter the ring and celebrate as everyone sings Judas. Darby Allin vs. CM Punk. It's a battle of the youthful daredevil versus the veteran grappler looking to show he's lost nothing during his 7-year absence. Both men show off impressive technical skills as the match builds up. Punk lands the GTS, but he knocks Allin out of the ring, nearly getting a count-out win. The two resume their battle as Allin goes for the coffin drop, only for Punk to roll out of the way. A second GTS is too much, and Punk gets the 1-2-3. Your winner, CM Punk. Sting enters the ring and offers to shake Punk's hand. Punk hesitates before shaking. The two turn to Allin, and Allin gets up, shaking Punk's hand. Paul White vs. QT Marshall with The Factory, Aaron Solo, and Nick Comoroto. Paul White destroys QT Marshall, finding time to beat up Solo and Comoroto before chokeslamming QT for the win. Your winner, Paul White. Hype video featuring Malachi Black. Black reminds Dustin Rhodes of all the carnage he's inflicted on the Rhodes family and their friends, promising punishment for Rhodes. AEW World Heavyweight Championship match, Kenny Omega with Don Callis defends against Christian Cage. Omega gets the advantage and runs with it throughout the match until Christian launches his comeback, applying the cloverleaf. Cage goes for a kill switch off the top rope, but Omega gouges the eyes and hits a one-winged angel off the top rope, covering Christian for the win. Your winner and still champion, Kenny Omega. After the match, the Elite run in and attack Christian. Jurassic Express run in for the failed save. Kenny Omega brags that no one is on his level. The lights go out and it's Adam Cole. Cole confronts the Elite, then super kicks Jungle Boy. The arrogant Adam embraces the Elite as Omega tells the fans that there's no one in the company that can beat him and everyone else is dead. Omega says goodnight as Flight of the Valkyries plays and Bryan Danielson makes his way to the ring. Danielson helps Jurassic Express up as Omega runs for his life. The rest of the Elite run to safety except Nick Jackson, who eats a running knee as the show goes off the air. The Good. An awesome audience. An awesome audience can amp up a show, and the Chicago crowd, as expected, delivered, fueling the wrestlers with their enthusiasm and helping the fans at home appreciate the show seem even better. The fans didn't hold back either, delivering some R-rated chants that'll likely be deleted on home video, but showed genuine passion for the AEW product. Amazing announcing. AEW's announce team of Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, and Jim Ross served as a refreshing reminder of what a good announce team can do. It's difficult to think of any promotion in the United States that has a better team than AEW's A-Team has, and they showed this, delivering just the right amount of hype, background on wrestlers, and outrage at heel tactics. A match for the ages. AEW has been criticized for being a promotion that focuses too much on endless high spots and uses too much blood, but AEW took both those criticisms and followed Oscar Wilde saying, "Nothing succeeds like excess." The Lucha Brothers and the Young Bucks max things out, performing non-stop high spots and spilling buckets of blood, making this both a match for the ages and one of the best tag team matches in decades. Both teams showed that there's a time and a place for everything, and in some cases, quantity has a quality all its own. Every match tells a story. Telling a story in the ring? What is this, the 1980s? Tonight's card featured a number of excellent matches that were all the more excellent thanks to individual stories in each one, making for better finishes. For example, AEW served the fans with the exposed turnbuckle trope, having it play a part in the finish without anyone's head being sent into it. Likewise, KRIS Statlander's key error in her title match with Dr. Britt Baker was the beginning of the end, allowing Baker to dish out the right amount of punishment to win the bout. All Out was about more than stories in the ring as AEW continued its habit of long-term storytelling, closing out some storylines and building new ones such as Daniel Bryan and Adam Cole's arrival, and Ruby Soho earning a match against Dr. Britt Baker. Some stunning surprises. Fans have come to expect surprises in AEW, and All Out had plenty, with the unexpected arrival of Jon Moxley's Japanese rival Minoru Suzuki, the surprise of Ruby Soho, aka former WWE superstar Ruby Riott. While most fans expected Bryan Danielson to show up, it's safe to say Adam Cole was a surprise, as was his alliance with the Elite. The Bad. An awkward entrance. As exciting as Minoru Suzuki's surprise appearance was, AEW ruined it with an awkward entrance as Suzuki seemed intent on breaking The Undertaker's record for the slowest ring entrance. By the time Minoru entered the ring, Moxley looked foolish and it took away some of Minoru's momentum. This was the type of self-indulgent behavior by wrestlers that might please a small portion of fans, but probably left casual fans wondering why Moxley didn't try to end the 53-year-old Suzuki, much like Mox vowed to do with Satoshi Kojima. The downright ugly. Nothing ugly about tonight's show, and All Out over-delivered, providing a variety of entertaining matches without creating the feeling fans were getting the same thing match after match. AEW even found a way to polish its turd of a women's division, pitting two of its best in the AEW Women's Championship match and hiding its women's division's shortcomings via a battle royal. $49.95 is a lot of money for fans to shell out when the WWE Network airs pay-per-views and more for $9.99 a month, but AEW went out of its way to make the show extra special, doing so without hot-shotting. Well guys, there you have it, the good, the bad, and the downright ugly from the 2021 All Out pay-per-view. What did you think of the show? Be sure to leave your comments and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time for some more wrestling content.